Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Township of Uxbridge inaugural meeting for December the 3rd, 2018. I'd like to officially call this meeting to order, and we are going to go through our declarations, and we will then do our invocation, which Andrew Ellison will be doing for us, and then we'll go through and have remarks from our council, newly elected council. And then from there we'll do introduction of senior staff and then a couple items of business. So for now we'll start with our swearing-in ceremony. I'd first like to call upon Pam Beach to come forward. Okay. Put your right hand up on the Bible. You can sit, absolutely. Sit. Okay. Feel more comfortable? Okay. And then I'd like you to read during this.
I, Pam Beach, have been appointed to the office of Ward 1 Councillor in the municipality of the Corporation of the Township of Uxbridge. Do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payments or rewards or promise thereof for the exercise of the office in a biased, corrupt, or in any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interests, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, and I make this solemn promise and declaration consciously and believing it to be true, and know that it is the same force and effect as if made under oath. I declare, therefore... Okay, you do that part.
Okay.
Okay.
And you swear this is true, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. Get you to sign right there. I'd like to call on Gary Ruona, please.
I, Gary Ruona, having been appointed to the office of Ward 2 Councillor in the municipality of the Corporation of the Township of Uxbridge, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of the office in a biased, corrupt, or in any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously, believing it to be true, and know that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath.
Okay. Are you sure this is true? Do you still have your God?
I do.
Okay. Should I sign right there for me, please? Thank you, Gary. I'd like to call on Bruce Gerard, please. Place your right hand on the Bible.
I, Bruce Garrett, have been appointed to the office of Ward 3 Councillor in the municipality of the Corporation of the Township of Uxbridge, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of the office in a biased, corrupt, or in any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously and believe it to be true and know that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath.
Thank you, Bruce. Call on Willie Pop, please. Place your right hand on the Bible. Read, starting.
I, Willie Pop, having been appointed to the office of Ward 4 Councillor in the municipality of the Corporation of the Township of Uxbridge, do solemnly swear, promise, and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of the office in a biased, corrupt, or in any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously believing it to be true, and know that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath.
Swear true to the best of your knowledge, so help you God.
I do.
I'd like to call on Todd Snooks, please. Place your right hand on the Bible.
I, Todd Snooks, having been appointed to the office of Ward 5 Councillor in the municipality of the Corporation of the Township of Uxbridge, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or in any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously believing it to be true, and know that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath.
And swear to be true to the best of your knowledge, so help you God.
I do so swear.
I'd like to call on Gord Hyatt, please. Place your right hand on the Bible.
I, Gordon Hyatt, having been appointed to the office of Regional Councillor in the municipality of the Corporation of the Township of Uxbridge, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of the office in a biased, corrupt, or in any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, and I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously believing it to be true, and know that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath. I do.
I'd like to call, last but not least, Dave Burton. Place your right hand on the Bible.
Okay. I, Dave Barton, having been appointed to the office of mayor in the municipality of the corporation of the Township of Uxbridge, do solemnly promise and declare that I will faithfully and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased or corrupt or in any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance to the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously believing it to be true, and know that it is the same force and effect as if made under oath.
And you swear it's true to the best of your knowledge, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Which side is your best, Dave?
Okay, I'd like to call our CAO forward to present the chain of office. Stand.
I was telling Dave today that the chain is really heavy, and I wasn't sure if he was up to wearing it, but
I've been working out. I should be okay.
he says he's up for the task. So it is my honor this evening to present you with the chain of office, Mayor Barton, and I wish you all the success to you and your team for another great 4 years of council. So thank you.
Please join with me in congratulating our 2018 to 2022 Township of Uxbridge Council. I'd like to officially turn the gavel over to Mayor Barton, even though I don't have a gavel.
Oh, do I have a gavel? Oh, it's okay. I don't need a gavel. Hopefully Todd behaves. We'll be good. Okay. All right. Now, hey, Deb. Deb. Andrew goes next, doesn't he? Okay. So I will pass this over to Reverend Andrew Allison. And we have a spider crawling on that desk.
Would you pray with me? Living God, the Bible says it's you who brought the universe and this world to life. It's you who breathed design and meaning into our lives and into everything around us, all that we see and all that we can't see. It's you who brought order into the chaos. It's you who brings leaders to power for your glory and for the good of those they serve. So, first of all, we give thanks for those who now stand among us as elected officials, for Dave, for Gord, for Pam, Gary, for Bruce and Willie and Todd. Before they were elected, they had and have commitments as husband or wife, as mother or father, neighbor and friend, and now this on top of those sacred assignments. To give them wisdom and humility to lead well together. Do pray that they learn to work as a team, honoring differences, valuing other viewpoints, but in the end, pulling at the oars in the same direction. We pray against division or disunity. We also pray for the senior staff who serve this town, for Ingrid and Debbie, for Donna and Ben, for Amanda and Phil and Brian. We know it takes a community to raise a child. It also takes a healthy team to cause a community to flourish. There's no one here who can do it on their own. Do ask that you let your peace rest here in the township of Uxbridge. Jesus, you said something about your joy being in us and our joy being complete. So it seems like there's at least the possibility that all the good work that lies ahead of these leaders could actually be fun and bring joy. May it be so in this place. We pray by your name. Amen.
Andrew, thank you so much for being part of this. Okay, so I'm going to start with some remarks here, everyone. Everyone, thank you so much for coming. To look around the room and see all of you here, people that were involved in all of our campaigns, our friends, our family, other elected officials, it means so much to all of us, and I'll say that to start off with. Also, in the room here tonight, we've got some other elected officials. We've got our regional chair, John Henry. We have newly elected Mayor Bobby Drew. She's sworn in a few hours ago. We have Regional Councillor Wilma Watton. And I've heard that Ian McDougall is here. Oh, I thought you'd still be riding your bike over here. Okay, and then we've got Deborah from Scugog as well. Thanks for coming. All right. Now, just to start off here tonight, I respectfully acknowledge that we are not the first people to live, work, and play here on these lands that we now call Uxbridge. And I would like to thank the First Nations communities and the original Quaker settlers who have come before us for being excellent stewards of these lands. I'd like to thank all the councils and staff that have guided this municipality over many years. We have an incredible community that we can all be proud of because of their service. I love this town, and I will do my very best to nurture and pass it on to the next council and ensure that it's a town that we will all continue to be proud of. And then what I love about this new council is our diversity. We have people from a number of different backgrounds. We've got Pam, who goes back generations, who's born and raised here in Uxbridge a couple years ago. Okay, and then we've got Todd. Todd had to marry in to be part of this community, but we're very happy to have him. Thanks for bringing him here, Jen. Then we've got Bruce and Gord, who both raised their families here. We've got Gary, who's been a part of this community for a long time. People are moving, so. And together, with all of our background, we've got police officers, therapists, project managers, salespeople, construction, business people, and together with all of our diverse backgrounds, we are going to do incredible things. And thank you for your confidence in us. We can't do anything without the committees that give us advice. We couldn't all be in this room unless we were voted in by you. And I'm incredibly proud that Uxbridge had the best voter turnout in Durham Region. And that's because of all of you and your interest in what we do here to try and make this town even better. So thank you. I'll pass it over to the council. You're up, Pam.
Thank you, Mayor Barton. Just want to say that being a member of council is a deep privilege and honor. To serve my community is incredible. And to do it again for another 4 years is just so amazing. And I'd like to thank you, my friends, for the support every step of the way. You drove me, you walked with me. You said, you're not going in there with that dog. Of course, there was the 2 rooster things, but we'll go there. Special thanks to my husband, Ed, who never knew when I was coming, going, leaving, everything, with his great patience and the long hours of knocking on every door, and some of them twice. And thank you to the past council. I learned so much. I know I will learn so much more. I'm looking forward to working with all of these gentlemen, and I have reminded them all to make sure they listen to me because I'm the only woman on council. Anyways, we will be a great team, right guys?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And with our great staff and the many challenges and decisions to be made for today and the future, I will work diligently to serve and to listen to the residents. This is my home, my heart, and my community. Thank you again.
Next is Gary.
Thank you all for coming this evening. It is an honor and a privilege to serve as Ward 2 Councillor in Uxbridge, in one of the most beautiful places in Canada. I would like to thank my beautiful wife, Levy, for being my chauffeur and cheerleader. My heartfelt thanks go to all of those who voted for me. I should mention one thing. During the election, I lost about 35 or 40 signs. I didn't realize that they were such collector's items until I saw a couple on Kijiji for $100 a piece. It's comforting to know that we do have entrepreneurs in Uxbridge. It bodes well for the future. I will be your voice on council and welcome input and ideas from all of the constituents. I think we have a great team, and I look forward to working with council and the exceptional township staff that we are so blessed with. I will work hard and try to live up to your expectations. Thank you.
Next, and I'm the first one to say Councillor Garrett, am I not? Congratulations. You're up.
Thank you, Mayor Barton. I'm getting used to that. I thought what I would do would just do a quick, almost reverse chronology. I'm going to look into the future and see 4 years from now. I have no plans for what I'll be doing 4 years from now, so I feel really confident that I can make decisions that are truly in the best interest of Uxbridge and keep the commitments that I made during the campaign. Coming back from that, during the 4 years between now and then, I'm looking forward to working with this team and doing the right thing and truly making Uxbridge a better place. Coming back further from that, during my campaign, I really had three key focus. It was about supporting seniors, improving road safety, and really ensuring financial responsibility. So I'm committed to continuing to do that. And mostly in the near term, just looking back over the last 6 months to a year, I want to have a special thank you to those of you that supported me during the campaign with your votes. And most importantly, I want to be able to thank my son, who's right here in the front row, my daughter, who's not here, she's away at university, and especially my wife, Robin, in the front row as well. So thank you.
Okay, next we have Councillor Willie Pop.
Good evening, everyone. I sit here before you today as a deeply thankful, honored, and humble man. To the residents, thank you for your belief in me. Similar to the day when I darkened your doorstep during my campaign, you will find me to be accountable, accessible, and transparent, dependable, and fiscally responsible. It is my pledge to work for you hard at all times, with my allegiance to the Ward 4 constituents and to the residents of all of Uxbridge, and to the team that's up here today as colleagues and councillors and your worship. And of course our everyday staff that works so hard to make everything so great for us while we work here. To the small but mighty team that supported me throughout the election period, I want to extend my heartfelt thanks for your time, effort, commitment, and enthusiasm. I would also like to thank my campaign manager, my proofreader, my chef, my chauffeur, my voice of reason, and the love of my life, Elaine. I attribute the success of this campaign to you and all your efforts. Thank you. Tonight is a new beginning for the Township of Uxbridge, a rich new chapter in our history under the leadership of a newly elected council. The residents of Uxbridge have elected a strong group of people that will bring together their individual strengths and expertise to move our town forward. Together, we, the council, with input from you, the residents, will shape the vision for a bright and prosperous future for our town. I'll leave you in the words of William Wordsworth. Life is divided into three terms: that which was, which is, and which will be. Let us learn from the past to profit by the present, and from the present to live better in the future. Thank you very much.
Now we've got Councillor Todd Snooks.
Thank you, Mayor David. Pastor Andrew mentioned right at the beginning of his prayer, God's creation that we are really representing here and taking part of. That is who I serve first and foremost, is God. And I thank the opportunity here to serve you now in that capacity as a councillor. Thank you to those that both financially and physically helped with my campaign. My wife, Jennifer, the love of my life, and of 22 years now. Thank you for your support, and to my boys, Ryan and Noah, for their support. And I thank my mother, who is here also, who is definitely praying at this moment for me, and I thank her for that. And I do look forward very much to the next 4 years and the adventure that it will be as we attempt to improve where we can and continue the good work that has been done before us. So to my fellow council, thank you, and I look forward to working with you. And to those that work for the town and now with us, thank you.
Now, in this room, we've got the residents of Uxbridge, we've got neighboring councillors, but we also have an awful lot of staff here. And I'd just like to recognize them. So we've got Ingrid, who's our CAO. Now, if we clap in between each one, we're going to be here way longer than we need to be. So let's clap at the end. Okay, we've got Donna, who's the treasurer. Amanda, who is the director of Parks and Rec. We've got Chief Phil, who is the fire chief. We've got Brian, who's the director of planning, or director of the building department. We've got Deb, who's the clerk beside me, Catalina, who's the deputy clerk. We've got Laura, who supports us all, who with help from Jen, Colleen. We've got Millie, who works in the building in the fire department, Julia, who works out front, and then in the back, we've got the gentleman, he's no longer staff, but Jack used to sit beside me just over there, was an incredible mentor. So, Regional Councillor Jack Ballinger is here, and he's decided to retire. Thanks for your service, Jack. Okay. Okay. and we've got Colleen. I mentioned Colleen. And then next, we've got Gord, who's the last one on the list. He's our regional councillor. Go ahead, Gord.
Thank you, Mayor Barton.
Thanks,
I'm not calling you your worship, by the way, just so you know.
I prefer that, actually.
I only call my priest and the bishop that, so unfortunately.
No problem. Thanks, Gord.
Firstly, I'd like to thank the people of Uxbridge. This is the 4th time they've elected me to a position on this council. I mean, I don't know whether to give them credit or yell at them, but anyway, hopefully I can fulfill what they have, the task that they have given me and the trust that they have put in me again. Regional council obviously is a lot more work. Dave and I will be up to our eyeballs as of Wednesday. So we have the regional chair with us, I hope you're listening, John. So the north is loud, but there's few of us, so you'll have to get used to that. So again, I would like to thank the people of Uxbridge. I'd like to thank my family. I have been driving them crazy now for over 12 years. They think I'm slightly unhinged to be doing this job, and they're probably partly right. But again, this is my way to give back to my community. I mean, I've coached in the past. I've been on parent councils at our schools. To me, this was the next step, and hopefully I fulfilled that role to your expectations. So just look around you. There are people in this room, and we're probably over capacity. I hope the fire chief's not counting people's heads. But we do meet here weekly, so if you are bored and you want something fun, come on out. Because there's always lots going on in this room, and we certainly love to have you come out and listen to us, and obviously participate as well. There's questions that can be answered as well, so hopefully we'll see more of you out throughout the years. And again, thank you for coming this evening.
All right, there's one more staff member that I didn't mention. Corinne is somewhere here from the library. And, oh, you were hiding behind someone, Corinne. Anyway, I'd just like to acknowledge how Corinne has really stepped up. We've gone through some tough times at the library recently with loss of our most senior staff member. And she has gone above and beyond the call of duty, for sure. Phone calls to me at 10 o'clock at night occasionally, and she's really stepped up. It's been incredible. So thanks. No problem. Okay, so now we should go through the resolutions. Is that correct? Okay. This one first? All right. So this is some of the official business that we're doing tonight. This is resolution number 2018-15. December the 3rd, 2018. This is moved by Councillor Ruona, seconded by Councillor Hyatt, that in accordance to Section 7 of the Rules of Procedure for the Council of the Corporation of the Township of Uxbridge, as adopted by bylaw number 2018-108, as amended, there shall be one standing committee of council, namely the General Purpose and Administration Committee, which shall be comprised of all members of council, and of which the mayor shall be the chair. And that the following members shall be appointed as chair and vice chair to the respective subcommittees of the General Purpose and Administration Committee. Finance, Bruce Garrett and Willie Pop. Public Works and Active Transportation, Willie Pop, Vice Chair Gord Hyatt. Planning, Chair Gord Hyatt. Vice Chair Pam Beach. Environment and Sustainability, Gary Ruona. Vice Chair Dave Barton. Parks, Facilities and Arena, Chair Todd Snooks. Vice Chair Gary Ruona. Tourism, Heritage and Community Programs, Chair Pam Beach, Vice Chair Bruce Garrett. Administration, Emergency Services and Economic Development, Chair Dave Barton, Vice Chair Todd Snooks. All those in favor? This is the first vote, everyone. That was unanimous. We're off for a really good start. Next one is... Okay. Now, The next resolution, resolution number 2018-16, December 3rd, 2018, moved by Councillor Pam Beach, seconded by Councillor Gary Verona? Todd. I'll get used to the signatures, everyone. Seconded by Councillor Todd Snooks, that the Region of Durham be advised that the Council of the Township of Uxbridge hereby makes the following appointments. Lake Simcoe Regional Conservation Authority, Dave Barton, Toronto Regional Conservation Authority, Gord Hyatt, and Central Lake Ontario Conservation Authority, Dave Barton. And all those in favor? Things are going well. Carried. 2 for 2. Next one. See if this continues. Okay, resolution number 2018-17, December 3rd, 2018, moved by Councillor Willie Pop, seconded by Councillor Gord Hyatt, that the Council of the Township of Uxbridge hereby appoint Phil Smith to the Durham Trails Coordinating Committee. All those in favor? Excellent. Carried. This is going to be a long one. Okay. Resolution number 2018-18, December 3rd, 2018, moved by Councillor Bruce Garrett, seconded by Councillor Pam Beach, that the Council of the Corporation of the Township of Uxbridge hereby appoints the following members of council representatives to their respective boards and committees. Accessibility Advisory Committee, Willie Pop. Age-Friendly Advisory Committee, Bruce Garrett. Agricultural Advisory Committee, Pam Beach. Animal Control Committee, Todd Snooks and Gary Verona. Arts and Visual Enhancement Committee, Gary Verona. Business Improvement Area, Todd Snooks and Willie Pop. Canada Day Committee, Willie Pop and Pam Beach. Phil Committee, Dave Barton and Gord Hyatt. Fire Committee, Dave Barton. Heritage Uxbridge, Pam Beach and Dave Barton. Music Hall Board, Gary Verona. Museum Advisory Committee, Pam Beach. Off-Leash Dog Park, Todd Snooks. Road Watch, Todd Snooks. Santa Claus Parade, Gord Hyatt. Skate Park, Pump Park Committee, Willie Pop. Technology Committee, Dave Barton and Willie Pop. Tourism Advisory Committee, Pam Beach. Economic Development, Dave Barton and Gord Hyatt. Library Board, Gary Verona and Willie Pop. Uxbridge Active Transportation Committee, Willie Pop. And Uxbridge Sign Committee, Dave Barton. And I think there's a second page. There we go. Uxbridge Trails Coordinating Committee, Willie Pop and Pam Beach. Uxbridge Watershed Advisory Committee, Gary Verona. Eudora Hall Board, Gary Verona. Sanford Hall Board, Gary Verona. Goodwood Hall Board, Pam Beach. And Zephyr Hall Board, Gary Verona. All those in favor? Doing well. Carried. Okay. Okay, and do I do the confirming bylaw and... Gord has it, okay. So we'll go with the confirming bylaw, and then I'm going to just say a couple more words. I'll say this now. Okay. All right. Again, I want to thank everyone for being here tonight. This means a lot to all of us here that we have the support of this community. And I missed one paragraph in my speech. My family, thank you so much. My wife, Sonia, was... the campaign manager and supported me every step of the way. My parents took on all my construction projects that were going on and stepped up and did the campaigning in the north. And my daughter, Indira, I ran many, many ideas through her, and she was a star in the campaign and will continue to be. Thank you so much. Now the confirming bylaw.
First and second reading, moved by Councillor Hyatt, seconded by Councillor Rona, that leave be granted to introduce bylaw number 2018-189, being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of council and its inaugural meeting of December 3rd, 2018, and the same be read a first and a second time.
All those in favor? Carried. The third reading?
Third reading. Move for third, moved by Councillor Hyatt, seconded by Councillor Rona, that bylaw number 2018-189 be now read a third time, finally passed, and the mayor and clerk duly sign and seal same.
All those in favor? Carried. So, there's going to be light refreshments in the reception area. Again, thanks for coming, and this meeting is adjourned. Have you got